Hey guys, back in Body Hurts here. I'm Ekern and this is Sonny. We just came back from îLESONIQ. We're just making a pit stop.
It's getting food, refueling.
Yeah, refueling. Actually, I have my wet wipes here to like wipe down on the body and everything. So we're going to talk about îLESONIQ and how we budgeted îLESONIQ, how much to travel, what's kind of like the best way to deal with îLESONIQ and how to make a trip out of it. I mean, we did probably the cheapest way possible for îLESONIQ, and I wouldn't recommend.
No, definitely not. Don't do what we did.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't recommend what we did because take in mind this is 12:06 right now, and we have 4 hours ahead of us back to Toronto.
Yeah, we're driving straight to Toronto.
Yeah, we're
go to work tomorrow.
Yeah, we're gonna go
So we
work
didn't take it
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. So what we did was definitely not recommended. So budget-wise, I would say with the festival ticket plus the hotel stay that we did. So the hotel stay we wanted to touch upon is that we stayed in a student housing. So they kind of turned the student housing into a hostel, and during the summer, so we got it for a pretty cheap price, $120, and then.
And for those who don't know, we decided very late to go to îLESONIQ.
Yeah, exactly. So we only stayed one night. So what we did was Saturday morning at 6 a.m. just drove here, and then we did the festival, and then we stayed the night, and then the next day we did the festival, and then now we're here.
Yeah, no APs in this plan because
APs
we
in
would have
the
been
plan.
too
Yeah,
much.
it would have been too much, yeah. But the AP lineup for îLESONIQ is very good.
Yeah,
I would say so, very good.
yeah. You can come Friday as well, and they have I think they had Odd Mob playing.
Yeah.
I believe that's who was playing in New City Gas, which was like really cool. In terms of the best, like we did it probably with only 1 day of staying, but realistically, you can make it like a weekend trip, like Escapade. Essentially, this year we did all 3 of the Ontario like the known Ontario festivals plus îLESONIQ. So we did Escapade, we did Belled, and we've also done now îLESONIQ this weekend. So
also done like EIs.
Yeah, so we have thoughts on all of them, but essentially you want to treat it as like kind of like a mini vacation. So you either come Friday evening with a group of friends, or you come Friday midday, or you can come even Thursday evening and then just like stay Friday, and then realistically you should come back Monday.
Yeah.
So you should take Monday off and then come back. That's probably the best way to do it.
Because I would say that the festival itself, it's the largest of all, and it will definitely drain you for sure. So do your best to like keep your fitness up and like trot through the festival. It is a long festival from 2 to 10.
Yeah, so let's talk more about the festival, like getting to the festival. What did you
Yeah.
think about getting to the festival?
I think getting to the festival is
Amazing.
great. Amazing, yeah.
It's amazing,
Like,
right?
The train system is fantastic. You have like Bell that goes from Downsfield Park, any train station, and then like in Montreal, the key thing. Yeah, we need to touch upon this. The key thing, if you want to travel by train to îLESONIQ, you want to buy the two-way pass. So when you travel to the festival grounds, you can just get out and you don't need to repurchase the ticket.
Yeah, they don't have a tap system there. So
Yeah.
you actually need a physical card in order to buy it. So buying the two-way is very good to go to the festival and also leave from the festival.
Right.
And one thing we tried on the day 2, which is really good, that allowed us to escape, is the main line. Usually it's called Barry Quam, and it goes to the middle island, and then it goes to the university.
Yeah.
What we did, because we checked out, is we parked at the other end. So most people go towards Barry Quam, but we went the opposite way, and in that parking lot, we could apparently park for free.
Yeah.
Which is like
don't
clutch.
take our word for it.
I didn't see any tickets.
Yeah, the locals say it's free, but for us, since we are from Toronto, we don't really want to risk it to get our car towed. But the ticket price is $7.50.
Yeah, it was $7.50. So like we just paid it, right? We just paid it.
$7.50 to park until like midnight, and you just pay it like whatever.
So what did you think when we got into the festival? Because I thought security and everything was like smooth.
Yeah, the smoothest of the 3, I would say.
Well, the one nice thing is, and this goes to respect for the Montreal scene, is that when we got inside, there was almost no pat downs, no nothing. But the moment we got inside, there was a testing facility.
Yeah.
And this is something we advocate with vitamins, is that if you're unsure, like there should be on-site testing, and people were using it, which was like amazing, right? I think it just helps lower the medical incidents that go on, especially if you're consuming something you're not unsure of. At least you can test it right there, right?
Yep.
And I think overall, like the cops aren't focused on that, so they can worry about bigger matters, right? Like fights and stuff, like assault and all that stuff, instead of just trying to get people on vitamins.
Yeah, and you also go through a metal detector. So that's basically like the cops are trying to get like guns, knives, and like anything that is sharp. So there's no totems, so no long poles into the festival. So that actually helps a lot. I barely see any flags. So
yeah, no totems allowed.
No totems allowed.
They don't even let you do shoulder rides. So like I think security comes in and they try to stop it if they see it. But so let's talk about the stages, because I think it has the best main stage of the three.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So the main stage at îLESONIQ is fantastic. Like it has a hill at the back too. You can probably watch our stories and you can see like everything from there. And they have the speaker stack, so it's like very clear, which is like amazing.
Yeah, so anywhere you are around this main stage, you would definitely hear top quality sound.
And then they had Mirage stage, which is the bass one. And then they all had Oasis is the main stage, and then Neon is like the techno tech house one. And the one thing I will say is that I like the layout of îLESONIQ's big, probably the biggest footprint of them all.
Yeah,
but getting to Mirage stage is a trek.
It is a trek, yeah.
Yeah, Mirage stage is where the base was, but like one big complaint I had about the festival this time was I didn't find Mirage stage sound to be that great.
No.
Throughout the day, and also the water stations there weren't enough.
Yeah, they were not.
Because you're segregated enough, and like you're literally waiting 20 minutes in line for water, which is like not good. So a tip would be fill up right when you go in at the main stage, and then go wherever you need to go.
Yeah, but you can also fill up at the spot right before Mirage. So there is a little stand there. There's a resting area in between Neon and Mirage stage. So that will probably be your best bet.
But we found it at main stage too right when we walked in, which was like really cool.
Yeah. But there are 20 water stations, so we did find them all. But it's okay. I carried a camelback, and like that, I just need one for the whole day. So, and stay hydrated, for sure.
It was hot.
Yeah, it was hot. It was a heat warning this weekend, so like try to get yourself as acclimated as possible. And then base Mirage stage, I do agree with you, the sound is not the best. So try to get as close to the main stage as possible. But I do find that when there is a bleacher on the side, standing on the bleacher does, and what's that?
The bleacher was nice.
The bleacher was nice. Like I think the bass hits harder on the bleacher, but the sound level is not as good. But like the bass kind of hits harder. That's my thought, right? And then for
I thought Neon stage was fantastic at night. Like, it sounded so good at night.
Yeah.
So Neon stage, for those who don't know, when Montreal hosts picnic events, it's at the Neon stage. Essentially, that's the main facility for a picnic when they do Picnic Montreal, which is like really cool. But like the Neon stage was like slapping at night for both Eli Brown and Sarah Landry. It was really good.
I think all the stages at night, fantastic.
Yeah, they were really good. Even Mirage was really good.
Oh, we have a bunch of flies here.
We're doing it in one take, guys. We can't edit out the flies.
Okay.
But what'd you like of the weekend? What sets did you like?
For the sets, I would say day one was Bunt.
Bunt was really good.
Yeah, we didn't catch much on main stage because I think most of our taste of music is not really main stage type. So like we went straight for Mirage, and then we found a bunch of these complaints. But then it kind of redeemed itself because we knew like what needed to be done going towards Mirage. So Bunt was amazing. That's day one for me. And then day two, I'm gonna be a little bit biased here. DOD and also Chasing Stats.
Chasing Stats was fire. That was good. DOD was really good, but we were trying to shoot content during DOD, but we're listening in the background like, man, this is really good.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
The other thing I like about all the stages here in îLESONIQ, they have like turf grounds and also like
No
solid
dust,
ground.
guys. No Vel
Yeah,
dust.
no belt dust, no îLESONIQ's grassy lands. But then like you do have some dust because they have like some patches of like ground that they don't really want to cover up, because some people like shuffling in dust, also like shuffling in turf, also like shuffling in metal ground, and then also there's woodwork decks as well. So it's pretty nice. What is your best set of the weekend?
I found Chasing Status was like really good.
Yeah.
Like it was really good. Bunt was also surprise of that one. I liked Eli Brown for what we saw in the last half an hour. That was actually really good. Just as that's when like what was it, Neon Stage was like popping.
Yeah.
That was like
And it
really,
was not packed at all.
it was not packed at all.
I mean,
but for Sarah Landry it was packed.
Yeah.
We went for Sarah Landry at the end. It was slammed. We could not
Yeah.
get in. Like
Yeah.
we could get in, but we couldn't get into where the rest of our friends were.
Yeah.
We were just like, okay, we'll see you guys in Toronto.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then the other thing I like about the stages here is that they have their title of their stage lit up on the top, so it just feels like nice and grounded that you know that you are there. You are.
It feels like curated
stage,
stage, right?
Yeah.
Like someone actually like, oh, this is my stage. Like I'm calling it like you know how like EDC has the different stages. Each one has its own like aesthetic. It feels like each one has its own aesthetic based on that, which is like
exactly,
really cool.
Yeah. So like even when you take a photo of where you are to show your friends like general directions, they know that if they see red on the top, it's neon, and they see like blue. Was it blue? No. What was Mirage?
Mirage was like purple.
Purple, yeah. So I mean, whatever color, we'll just put it in the thing. But like when you see that color, and then like you kind of know where you are. So I think that's like a pretty key thing.
Mm-hmm. And then like at the end of the festival, leaving the festival, I mean, you just take the metro again.
Yeah.
Really, I mean, it's busy, but it's really smooth. Other than just remember our tip, buy the two-way pass.
Yeah.
So you're not dealing with
The
trying to buy a ticket. I mean, you can still do it, but it's just more of more annoying in that sense.
But we also didn't actually leave with the crowd, so we left a lot earlier. I mean, that's probably the key thing for us, because we want to go back and sleep the first night. So if you are like already acclimated and like you slept fully on Friday night, by all means you can do that. Go to AP to like do whatever you want, right? But I think the sheer amount of people in îLESONIQ, that metro is going to be slammed. But the good
It's
thing,
pretty smooth.
yeah,
I think it's pretty smooth.
I think it's going to be slammed, yes, for sure. The smooth part comes with the security that is there, the police and everything. They guide you. They have like tapes where you should stand.
They file you, like they make sure like, oh, go occupy this side of the platform.
And then they use the tape to force you to go to all these sides to like pack it up, and then all the way until the center of the train station, and kind of halt the rest of the crew to make sure everyone gets on board first, and then they redo that whole cycle again.
Yeah.
We only managed to catch it on day one because we left like almost the same time. We left like 15-20 minutes earlier.
We left like right at the end though, so we were in the wave. We were in the wave.
Yeah, we were first in the wave. We were walking out as the last song was playing.
Oh yeah. When
So
Johnson
yeah,
was,
so that's pretty good.
yeah. Overall, what do you think as a first timer?
First timer, I would say that I will come again, just due to the fact that it feels like you belong there.
The vibes are really
yeah.
good. I think most people we talked to said the vibes at îLESONIQ are fantastic, and I felt that the entire weekend.
So I would say that the feeling of you belonging there is definitely present. But if you ask me to choose out of the three, between Val, Escapade, and îLESONIQ, I have to go with Escapade. That's just my thought.
I'm the same boat. I think the Escapade lineup's always good too.
Yeah, but if you want me to curate something, the best of all the three, I would say the size of Escapade and the stage layout of Escapade, and then the vibes and the logistics of îLESONIQ, and then the home comfort of Velt. I mean, you definitely will not get all three. Certainly not in Toronto.
Also, free monsters at Escapade.
Yeah.
That's a big bonus.
Yeah. I mean, like,
for all you sober ravers out there, you know what I mean.
yeah. Yeah, free monsters. I'm not a monster guy. I'm not a copy or tea guy. But yeah, yeah, that's it. Like
That was good.
that was good. That was good. And I would say that you may or may not see me next year Escapade. You may or may not see him next year Escapade.
You
But
don't
who
know.
knows, right? And I would say like it was good end to the summer festival here in the eastern side of Canada. I don't think we have any more. We have one EI further down the
And
month.
then we have Nowhere Festival,
Oh yeah, then
which we
have
hope does very well for the Bay scene, which
Oh
is
yeah,
like great.
yeah. So
And we know a lot of people are going Lost Lands, so be safe if you're going.
Mm-hmm.
But one final shout out, I just want to shout out Canadian Ravers.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to the team there. You know, we shared content with them all weekend, so we'll be posting some collab stuff with them after this. So stay tuned for that. And we'll see you guys back in Toronto.
Yeah. Signing out.